Man, a tough weekend for videos. Man, I bet you I've done every video 5 times. 5 times. Just a lot going on, a lot rattling around in my head, and then the pouring rain on Saturday. I hate the rain so much. I do. It's good for sleep, but that's about it. So I want to go through and do all the videos again. I wasn't happy with the way they turned out. I just felt like it felt forced. And I would rather just talk to everybody freely and candidly in all our videos. In all the videos I do. Not just your weekend videos, but all the videos. So, here goes nothing. I'm going to talk about the racehorses again today. I'm still on the lookout for a real good 3 and up pacer, preferably 4. That will be able to race in some good classes. We bought Save America. He was 3rd his first start, but did show a little blood under scope, so we're going to put him on Lasix. A little trickier to put him on Lasix because, as the rule is, when you take a horse off Lasix, they have to be off Lasix for a certain amount of time. I forgot about that. It's different in every jurisdiction. So we're going to go ahead and race him in Pennsylvania, I think, his next start, where he will then be entered on the Lasix program. So let's talk about the horses. Brace for Landing. I talked about him in an earlier video, but I don't know which one now. Did I delete it? Is it still out there? I don't know. I talked about how the horse felt good the night I drove him when he won. Now worth noting, he was a $30 winner that night, but I felt that he had a shot. I wouldn't have went if I had thought he was terrible. I thought he had a shot. He raced good, and to be honest, for James's next start, he raced good. But then look at what happens up a class again. Now, as Collector gains wins, hopefully he'll win soon, not being greedy, the horse is racing great, but as he gets up in class, Brace for Landing can come behind him also. That's a good spot. In fact, looking at all the classes he could, would, or should fit in North America, probably Scioto is the place that Brace for Landing should be at some point. But here's the rub. He is jogging good, behaving himself, and putting weight on in Ontario, where struggled to do so in Kentucky. For a family, Eric and Kathy, who always puts weight on the horses. Even Eric said he was always stressed out and always worrying, I guess, at Oak Grove. Now, Stacy's not at the track, so that hopefully will carry forward when he goes to Scioto, but I believe that's probably the best place for him to be in the future. I don't know about the near future. He's in a tough spot on Monday, and I don't like what I see there. But I can't blame Mohawk at this point. He did win. He was 5th. This is a class that he fit this week, and although he fit the 8 didn't go. Ended up in the 10. The 10 is, as you can imagine, a tad bit salty for him this week. Collector S, just talked about him. He is racing good out the entire mile. Pillar to post, gate to wire. Never saw so much as one pylon of styrofoam this week, and raced great. Just raced good. The race ended up coming back to him, and he raced well and just got picked off by a horse that he towed up into it. So great race by him. Kenobi qualifying tomorrow, I believe, at Tioga. Does that sound right? Qualifying tomorrow. Had a nasty foot abscess. I was talking to my wife the other day. She goes, a lot of the times when we say we hope it's a pus pocket, it ends up being something else because it's acute lameness, right? A lot of times it is a pus pocket, but sometimes it's not, where you look and it's a line in a foot, or a line like Mounts for All, a line in his foot. And it took an MRI to find it. This wasn't something we just found with Mounts for All. We x-rayed it twice on the day that they found the fracture under MRI. So a very small fracture, albeit, but that's what it was. So, using conventional tools, which would be x-ray, ultrasound, etc., we never would have found that x-ray on Mounts for All. So I'm not really sure the veterinarian's name in Indiana, but truly appreciate the extra mile to find the fracture on Mounts for All. He'll be back at some point. Very rare injury, and I suspect the rate of recovery and the rate of recovery as far as fractured bones goes is as short as any. And rate of re-injury, very, very low, I would think, in a hind P3. Yeah. Where are we at now? Kenobi. We went to Kenobi. That's how we got to that. So pus pocket with him. He's qualifying this week. Back good again. Got to get him back on track. Save America. I just told you about him in the opening. We're going to race him back and get him on Lasix. and get him racing after that. As I said to Scotty and Megan, his lines look like a bleeder's, so it's not that shocking to me that he did bleed, and I suspect he'll be better on Lasix when they get him going. Spitfire overseas, a little time off for Spitfire. Long, I can't say overdue, because the horse, in the time frame we would have rested him, he took a mark of 51. I think he won in 51 twice. Made a lot of money and did really well. So short break for him, and he'll be back in no time. Tactical Mounds, I just finished watching her race, third to Jiggy Jog. Like, come on. I don't know what's going on with the Meadowlands, but there's no way they come a last quarter, Jiggy Jog come a last quarter and 25 and a piece first over. It's just highly unlikely, but the breed is faster now. It just seemed like an effortless victory for that horse, and she is the best, I think, best mare in the world right now. But to come that quick first over and do it so easy is somewhat surprising to me, I guess. Texan Soprano continues to race good, just quietly. Never gets enough attention, this horse, but has always been and continues to be a very good horse for us. All Gas No Brakes will be back this week. A good qualifier from him. So we'll see how he races in his next debut. We did change a lot of things, the equipment, the shoeing, and I believe, cumulatively speaking, he's back to where he's a lot more comfortable and safe now, I believe. Greatest Ending, huge victory last week. He's in at Northfield this week. What you might see is a little trade. Greatest Ending for Brace for Landing in Ontario. Jason said, he goes, it'd be a great spot for Greatest Ending to be, would be in Ontario, and I guess Jason wouldn't be getting Brace for Landing, so not much of a trade, but we'll see how that plays out over the next few weeks. What we do with Brace for Landing, whether we move him out, and what we do with Greatest Ending, and whether we move him in. We'll see how that plays out over the next little while. JK Victory raced good the other day, second and 49 apiece. Happy with him. Looks like Money is racing Monday. Was it a sparkling effort the other day? No, but he got the job done. He looked good doing it. So we'll see how he races now. Renegade Gypsy racing tonight, our last starter of the evening. Good luck to all my partners at Renegade Gypsy. Serious Dragon is in a better spot, I think, on Monday at Mohawk. He's 4-1 morning line. We'll see how he races. Another horse, Harry said, that I think it's 25 claimer numbers at 12 at the Meadows might suit him better. I like how he thinks. I like what he's looking at. We'll see how that plays out this week. 3 Point Blue Chip has been great. I talked about him in an earlier video I did, how impressed I've been with him, how strong he is, and what kind of a mile I think he's sitting on. I think he's sitting on a huge mile, and is racing very good right now. Yo Mister, little flat the other day. A few little changes made. We'll see how he races this week. You may see this guy show up at Scioto Downs too. I know a lot of people are lobbying for it, guys. Just relax. It's not as easy as just move him to a new place and he goes forward. The horse still has to be in good operating order. He is. We'll see how he races on Monday. No Free Lunch is racing tonight also. Good luck to all my partners in the No Free Lunch group. Oakwood Cowboy was claimed. He's still on the list here. We're going to do something like that. Stay Close. Stay Close is racing tomorrow night from the rail at Northfield Park. Tough spot to get away from the rail. We'll see how he races this week. Kings County will be in next week at the Meadows. As you can see, they had to move Stay Close out of there. Some of those classes aren't filling. It's not just Mohawk, right? Some of the classes aren't filling at other places too, which makes it hard to do business. We'll see what happens with Kings County this week. Delicious Stone DK has now been jogging for a week and a half also. We'll get him back training this week. See if we can get this guy back going. It just seems like literally 1 step forward, 2 steps back with him. See if we can get him back going good. And then Patrick the Promise class didn't go this week. That's weird. We'll see how, we'll see. Oh, he couldn't go. They did vet work on him at Dr. Brown's on Tuesday. He'll be back in to go next week. So those are your race horses. I'm going to give a quick bite to eat here in between races at Northfield Park. A little Chick-fil-A tonight, just a little something light. And good luck to all my partners tonight with I'm Fancy Like. Who's our other horse tonight? How do I not know this? God, I get a scatterbrain tonight. I'm Fancy Like, and Militant is racing tonight also. So I will talk to you all soon. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend wherever you might be.